Zach broke the phone after he put it up to his bad ear and assumed it was already broken. So phone lines are beyond our capabilities at the moment. You can join in the conversation on social media instead. Just go to facebook.com/DMac&Zach and hit like. And follow us on Twitter @DMac&Zach.
This is the DMac and Zach Show, and we are back. We've got a couple guests in the studio, but first off, we're going to go around the room and see how everybody's doing during this segment. Zach, what do you think?
I don't get paid to think, dude.
That's right. None of us do. Doc?
I don't get paid to think either. But I do it a lot. I do a lot of pro bono thinking.
He does it because it's fun. Joe?
Wait, what did you say?
I do it for free.
Pro bono. Do we need a definition?
I thought he said pro boner, and I was like, "Hey, I want to excuse.
I wouldn't call it professional, but it's good.
I want to excuse myself from the show.
I didn't think this was a political show.
You can always tell when Olive goes to sleep, the show's about to get good.
Yeah.
When the chillins and the dogs is asleeping, the show's gonna get
Animals
nice.
know. Animals have a sixth sense of things.
They do.
They really do.
Or like walking barometers. Joe, how you feel?
What the hell's that?
I'm just feeling great. Just, high off my victory still. And
those steroids.
And those steroids, yeah. That's still coming.
I mean, we kind of do have to.
Still coming down from that. It's got some weird side effects, but I'll pull through.
They were placebo pills.
I didn't figure you'd
crushed up and mixed with some water, and then I shot them in you.
Vodka.
Oh man,
yeah, you really weren't any stronger than you were before.
I felt stronger though. Maybe it was just because I hated Kadan so much. I just destroyed him.
Anyway, let's introduce our guests we've got from the tire shop. These guys are they work at the Walmarts down at Shelby, to tell you the truth. One of them works in the tire shop.
Or was it Boger City?
Oh, I don't know where it is. Is it Boger City?
We were at Shelby, but we got transferred because of a little sexual harassment.
That's
what happened.
That's Tire Shop Tim you're hearing there. We've also got Ranchero Bo.
Yep.
In Ranchero, he works in the sports section, I believe, of the Walmarts there in Boger City. Isn't that right, Ranchero?
Yeah. I help Tim over. Tim does tires, and I do the oil changes and stuff. But I also help out in the sports department because that fellow that works over there ain't quite all right in the head.
No, he shot himself in the foot with a bow one time, and we laughed at him for a month, man. It took 2 weeks for him to get the bow out.
He's still got a hole in his foot. He whistled right through it.
Yeah,
Puts his foot up to his face. It's the funniest damn thing I've ever seen.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's better than Jim's heart.
That was when we still at Shelby. Yeah.
Yeah. We got transferred to Boger City because of the management had a disagreement with us and felt it was best that we transfer.
I just tell you this: the legal ramifications are done with, so we can talk about it. Over in the city of Shelby, it's a big old city. There's a lot more attractive women at the Walmarts.
Yep.
Down in Boger City, there's not many lookers, man. I tell you, it's really, if you want to go somewhere to sexually harass somebody, you don't go to the Boger City Walmart.
Nope.
You don't. That's why we're there.
And here's the thing. I saw a picture of her. She looked 18.
She really did.
I wasn't there. So, yeah, I don't see what the problem was.
I didn't either.
She had a fake ID. That was the other issue.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been so bad if her big old mama wouldn't have come in there. She wasn't worth harassing. That's really what the problem was.
So I thought Bo knows, though. I thought Bo was in on I thought he was your wingman there.
Yeah, I mean, but I have standards, man. I ain't messing with that nonsense.
Hey, man.
Her mama looked like a Mack truck, man. I ain't.
Hey, man, I know Daniel went in the Lions Den, but I wasn't about to throw Bo in the Lions Den that day, man. You know
that's why we're still friends, man. He's got my back.
I do got his back.
Yep.
Well, I heard she couldn't fit through the inventory closet door anyway, so.
I tell you what, there's been a lot of things in that inventory closet, but she wasn't going to be one of them.
I'm just going to tell you like this. I'm not saying she was a big woman, but there's about 300 pounds in 200-pound polyester pants. She was stretching the limits. I'll tell you who would have been upset is those boys who work at the weigh station, because they would have looked at that and been like, no, you're going to break some bridges.
She come in with these pink pants that said body on them, and I said B-O-T-Y, but one of the T's was really wedged up in there really good.
What happened to the other O?
You just said that.
It's right.
Yeah.
Do you know how to spell booty?
I was trying to, but you said one of the T's were stuck up in between.
Well, whatever, man. I work at Tire and Lube. I'm not the smartest man on the world. You know,
Yeah, there's no spelling test for working there.
I heard you had Michael Waltrip in the other day.
let me tell you what that low-life, talentless hack did. He comes in there wanting his tires rotated. He's going to something over in Knoxville or something. I don't know, one of them big old towns. Comes in to give me all these instructions. Listen, this is Earnhardt country.
damn right.
You won the 500 because Earnhardt died. That race doesn't even count in my book. Don't come in my Walmart trying to boss me around. I know what I'm doing. You don't tell me my job. I don't tell you how to wreck race cars, Michael. Did you tell me how to rotate tires, all right?
Here's the thing. He was a driver. He didn't even change tires.
Nope. And he come in trying to tell me what to do. I was like, nope, I ain't your pit crew. I don't have to take your crap. You and that gopher from Fox, y'all just get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Maybe he was worried you're going to put too much in the rear end.
There you go again with that.
I don't was that a sex joke?
I think he told it. Yeah, I think he told one of them.
I think you told it
sex
wrong.
jokes.
I
I think he did too.
think your mind's in the wrong place, boy.
Yeah.
Well, where should I put it?
I'll tell you where you can put it. It's not here on this show, so we don't need it.
Yeah,
We don't need it here.
that's right.
I tell you, if you worked with us,
This is a family show.
if you worked with us, we beat the hell out of you.
Yep.
Would you?
Yeah.
Where at?
I tell you, they'd find you in the bottom of an oil drum.
Would they?
They
what
would.
else do you put in oil drums?
I poop in them sometimes.
Oh my God, he took a dump in an oil drum one time. Health department came in there. We had a whole mess. Oh, goodness sake. They fined us and they took it out of our paychecks, which basically meant we worked for free for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we still got our discount there in electronics.
We did, yeah. We get a 2% discount on everything in the store,
That Walmart.
which is kind of like printing money.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It's like Boger City still has tapes, and we buy all the tapes,
Yep.
and we double them up, and we resell the tapes.
Yep.
It's a win-win to everybody, man.
That's right. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys go to yard sales on Saturday mornings, but ours is the most popular one in Boger City.
We got all the new hip-hop and pop albums
Yep.
right on the cassette,
That's right.
and they're cheap, and you can buy them right from us. You don't even have to go into Walmart.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell anybody at Walmart where you got them.
Yep.
You really don't.
Where do you buy your VHSs from?
We're talking about music. We ain't talking about movies.
Oh, I thought you
idiot.
transferred everything to VHS.
No.
I thought that
No. We put it on. Here's what.
This boy's dumb.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, well, here it's a win-win because I just put a tape player in my Ranchero because I had an 8-track player in it, but it quit working. It didn't quit working. The volume was just cranked up all the way, so you had to listen to it loud all the time. Made it real hard to order when you stopped by the Burger King because it was turned up all the way. And I love Loretta Lynn, but when she's screaming while you're trying to order burgers, it just doesn't work.
I thought she was one of those heavy metal chicks. That's
Yeah.
how distorted your stereo was, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was
what's
pretty
going
messed
on
up.
here, man?
But I got a tape deck in there now. It plays pretty good.
I mean, the thing, it's a new tape deck, too. You don't
Yeah.
even have to flip it over.
Nope.
Like, the thing flips itself.
Yeah, it's got a button that plays it backwards.
I don't know anything more technological than that, man. Like, is there something better than I don't want to hear it? Because that's pretty impressive to me.
It's just a brave new world.
It really is.
Y'all should get on the technology train.
Yeah.
Hey, you wait till you get some of those laser discs. Now that's where it's at.
No, man, listen. You can't fit them in the tape player. I tried that. Like,
That's not for your tape player. It's for your TV.
you know,
You stupid.
Yeah, no. I know he's. I don't know why he's talking about putting laser disc in your car. We watch laser discs at home. That's all we got.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit till you've seen it on laser disc.
No, I know. You got to get up in the middle and turn it over, and then put it back in, and then push play.
But I tell you what, I
No,
don't.
it plays it all on one time. The disc is big enough to hold the whole movie.
Mine is never like.
I tell you what, though, when I go rent them, I don't rewind them. I let them do it themselves.
Well, you're just a bad mama jamma, aren't
No,
you?
that's
I'm really a terrible person.
you know
Yeah.
what? That's keeping jobs in America.
Is it?
You rewind your tape, somebody gets fired because there ain't no
Yeah.
tapes to rewind.
Yeah.
So
We're keeping jobs here in America where they belong.
And once you go rewind your tape and take your jobs back to Rust, you communist. All right.
It's the Red Scare right here on the DMac and Zach show. We've got Tire Shop Tim with us and
Howdy.
Ranchero Bo.
Yeah.
So, Bo, why do they call you Ranchero Bo?
I have a Ranchero. It's pretty self-explanatory.
There you go.
They're stupid. Don't know why you got it. Oh, my God, he's stupid.
I just rolled it over to 600,000 miles about a week and a half ago.
That's America car.
That's American car right there, and that means I'm gonna drop some science up in your face here. It's about 239,000 miles to the moon. That means that Ranchero has been to the moon and back twice, actually 3 times, and I'm on my way back the 3rd time. That's a long way.
Neil Armstrong actually took his Ranchero to the moon.
Yeah. He could have taken my Ranchero to the moon and come back in.
No, he couldn't have. He did.
He did, yeah. He signed. He actually signed the back of the passenger seat. A lot of people will be like, "Hey, why don't you get him to sign the dashboard?" I'm like, "No, hell no. The sun will just it'll cook it right out." I got him to sign the back of the passenger seat because that's where he was sitting when we went. Me and Neil Armstrong came to Boger City about 3-4 years ago.
He was on a book signing.
Yeah,
board or
some
something
book
like
signing
that.
nonsense.
Yeah.
But he stopped at the Walmart and we all went to eat at Bob Evans. So we all piled in the front of the Ranchero because that's when I had the 8-track player. I didn't have a console in the center, so we could all sit across the front seat. I had to put some extra stuff in. Well, with the tape deck in there, I put a place to put tapes in the middle so that we don't have to get them out of the back of the Ranchero every time we want to switch tapes. Because it's inconvenient, like leaning. Tim would hang out the side of the window, and he fell out of the Ranchero 2 times. And after the second time, the Boger City Police Department says probably a good idea for us to keep the tapes inside the car.
I mean, the Ranchero is a damn good car. Don't get me wrong, but the doors don't lock like they say they should.
No, I mean a Ranchero is maybe the greatest car on the planet. It's like all the advantages of a pickup truck without the ground clearance. And I'll tell you what, if you drink as much as we do, ground clearance is not your friend when you're getting out of a car.
I believe it. Or
that's
going
right.
around curves.
But the thing is, we went to the Bob Evans. Neil had already signed his back seat.
Yep.
I talked to this waitress and I said, "Hey, you're a handsome lady. Let's go outside and talk some." I mean, it was like 1 o'clock in the day, so I mean, the kids were at school; they couldn't see in the back seat. So me and the girl went back there and we were talking, doing the old tango. And she looks at me after we're done and says, "Who's Neil Armstrong?" I said, "You're stupid. You used to play linebacker for the Bears, you idiot."
I'm just wondering where you found a back seat in a Ranchero to begin with.
No, he signed the back of the seat.
Oh, the
Yeah.
back of the
Yeah.
seat.
So I was
All
in the
right.
back.
Of course,
Yeah.
it doesn't have a back seat. It's
I
got a
was
pickup
wondering.
bed, dumbass.
I was wondering. I was like, well, this
That's
you know
what
what
I
a
said.
Ranchero is?
It's
Damn,
a
you're
freaking
stupid.
awesome Ranchero if it's got back seats. I'm just saying. What'd you do? Take a bus seat and stick back there like
Hey,
they
you
do in
dumb.
the Blazers?
Good Lord.
Hey, when
Where are you from, Taylorsville?
I might
when
be.
the
You
band of
don't
the
know. You weren't
Rancheros
there,
knocking,
you-
don't ask a questions, boy.
That's right.
All right.
Well, you don't have to. Have you ever seen the cab of a Ranchero? You can see everything from the front.
No, we tinted the windows up for a couple of reasons. One, because we drink a lot.
There's no tent laws in
Boger.
West Virginia or North Carolina.
That's right. Not as
Both
old
of
as
our favorite
Well, the
states.
Ranchero is so old that it doesn't have to be inspected. Well, we don't get it inspected anymore. So they don't worry about the tint anyway.
We spray painted farm use on it, and we hadn't had a problem in 10 years. I tell you that.
Yep. Which actually works in our favor, too, because Tim doesn't have a license and mine's suspended for 3 years.
And you know, some of the women we pick up in the back of that truck, they kind of do think it's a farm use vehicle.
Yep.
If you see us out, man, you know.
Well, you know, I'm sure it hauls a lot of donkeys.
I'll tell you what, from 136,000 miles all the way up to 242, we had a camper shell on the back of it. That was a lot of fun.
Have a camper shell. Yeah, I got a lot of work.
So what happened to the camper shell? Where did it go? That's what I need to know.
Oh, we traded it for a paddle boat.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with a paddle boat?
The better question is what the hell we're not going to do with a paddle boat.
What are you not going to do with a paddle boat?
Boy, have you ever had a paddle boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a paddle boat.
Well, then you know.
Yeah, we don't have to put gas in it. It's got
Oh.
4 seats so we can take women out on the lake.
So-
It's got a cooler in the middle between the seats for our beer. It's literally like the perfect watercraft.
So what are you not going to do with a paddle boat?
Well,
Did you
use it on
paddle
land,
boat?
I guess.
That's what was the question. He said, "Ask us what we're not going to do with the
I
paddle
guess-
boat." So what are you
well-
not going to do with the paddle boat?
Well, we're not going to use it on land first off, and I guess the other thing is we're not going to have a camper shell on the back of the Ranchero.
We're
anymore.
not going to take it upstairs. We're not going to tape it to the top of a house. We're not going to teach it to read and write. There's a lot of things we're not going to do with a paddle boat.
Not going to fly with the moon.
Nope, we're not. The
gonna
Ranchero's
fly
for
with
the
the
moon
moon.
travel.
But I'll tell you what, that paddle boat's got a lot of miles on it too.
If that's what you like to call it. Is nautical miles the same?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. Well, we got into this big fight about nautical miles versus leagues because leagues are measures of depth, and Tim thought that it was a measure of distance.
I was like,
Right.
I was like, league. I said, you got your major league, you got your National Football League. I was like, there's only a few leagues. I don't know what you're talking about.
So a league's like a fathom, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same difference.
I fathom what you're saying.
Wait, are you trying to be smart with me, boy?
Never, sir, never.
I got a ticket for fathoming in public one time, and I got my picture in the paper.
Yeah.
it?
We went to court. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Well, what did you have to do for it?
Well,
We didn't have to do anything. They gave it to him.
Yeah.
For what?
That
Though?
was the
What
best
did you
ticket
do?
I'd ever got, though. I tell you, it felt good.
Yep.
Felt pretty good.
What kind of fathoming were you?
Boy, you dumb or something? You never fathomed in your life.
I don't think I've ever fathomed in my life. Maybe not.
They don't have Fathom in Taylorsville.
They don't have fathom in Taylorsville.
One day, you get to fathom yourself. You'll know what it means.
This is the DMac and Zach show. We'll be back with, I don't know, maybe some more Tire and Lube, Tim, and Ranchero Bo here in a few.
I gotta go to work.
You guys want to go eat at Denny's before we go to work?
Not really, guys, but we'll hit you up the next time around.
Who's going to buy us Denny's then?
Yeah.
Who promised y'all free food for being on this show? Joe?
We were told that somebody's going to buy us a Grand Slam at Denny's.
I gave y'all some free tapes. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going for a free Grand Slam. I guess somebody's paying for it. Courtney? She's got the money. Anyway, she's paying for the Grand Slam at Denny's for
I gave
the
that
guys.
girl a copy of the Bryan Adams Greatest Hits on cassette, and she's over there jamming out, man, I tell you.
That's a good cassette.
It really is. It's one of the best things Canada's ever produced.
Yep.
We'll be back with more DMac and Zach show here in a few.
This is the DMac and Zach Show.